answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
And that's true about many people, right? About a lot of things right now. Because I get posts and letters about, like recently people were asking me, well, DCU doesn't have a universe. It doesn't have a universe. I said, yes, it does. We've had Wonder Woman movies, Batman movies, Superman movies, bad Justice League movie. We've had Shazam, the Joker. Right? We're going to get more Batman. All that is a universe. All that is a part of the DC universe. May not be as connected as, I don't know, because I don't believe the Marvel universe is connected. I don't believe that you needed to see every single Marvel movie there was in order to get the story, to get the concept of the overall arc. They weren't all connected. I think at the start we saw a pink Bruce Wayne as Thanos. I don't know. Then it ended up with a cream Bruce Willis as Thanos at the end. It's not all connecting. So, what else? See, for right now, Zack Snyder has been, let's just face it, he's the most talked about director on the planet right now. Media cannot get enough of him. You have the most popular websites out there just now talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League. Rotten Tomatoes is talking about it. Guardian, all the papers are talking about it. A director who has faced ridicule or pressured into squashing his films down, and then suddenly realising that they should have left BVS alone and we could be in a whole new world. But there were people out there, people saw the potential of BVS and wondered, see if they did this, see if they did that, it would be much better. I will defend it for what it could have been. And lo and behold, we got it. We got the Ultimate Edition. Some people didn't bother seeing it, but more and more people thought, we should have seen this first. But this isn't just about BVS, no. This is the lead up to release the Snyder Cut campaign, okay, which I and many other people since Man of Steel came out in defence of Zack Snyder, we saw the great potential of the Justice League movie done by him. And right up to the film getting released, we have defended the film and the filmmaker and people behind the scenes. We saw it, we campaigned, we sent money, everything else, and lo and behold, we became friends. We united friends from all around the world. We became close. We had donated more money to charity than any other movie franchise. The Cause got Warner Brothers Zack Snyder's Justice League to be the most tweeted film ever on the planet in the history. It's a fan base that stood up for justice, that enabled actors to speak up like Ray Fisher and whatnot, knowing that there was more behind the scenes damaging that was going on. The story about Joss Whedon, basically, he's not a nice guy. Campaign about that because, right enough, you have the Marvel fans that will defend Joss Whedon because he made the first Avengers movie. But let's face it, the only reason why that done well is because it was a first of its kind. A lot of people claiming just because a movie makes a lot of money means that that film is a success. Yeah, financially doesn't mean it's a good film. There is a lot of films like Avatar, like like Twilight, the Twilight Saga with the vampires and everything else. That made a lot of movie. Doesn't mean that every money. Doesn't mean that franchise those movies were very good. There are a lot of people now coming back down and says it didn't really have all of that depth to it, much like the Marvel movies. But with this, we get a lot of depth. We get a lot of depth in the Zack Snyder's films, and that is what connected most of the people around the world, because we didn't want this manufactured stuff that Disney was handing out. We saw the great potential of Zack Snyder's filmmaking, and we got abuse from every sort of direction. But now that it's out, it's now everybody's talking about it. Somebody said about Christopher Nolan. It's not good because it didn't even make the money that Christopher Nolan did. Christopher Nolan's Batman only had one really good film for me. That was Batman Begins. The rest, it went off a tangent. The guy retired Batman in that franchise and settled down with a good woman. That ain't Batman. And then when the second Batman came out, it was about everybody else apart from Batman, who was making the choices and the hard brainy thinking. No. What elevates me is seeing Lex Luthor, Jesse Eisenberg, and there's many quotes in that tower that resonates with this video just now, but itty bitty teeny weeny minds and stuff like that. They just can't comprehend, his genius and everything else. A guy that put these two guys to fight against each other, and to see that sort of genius work out. I want to see more of that. And people did see the potential of that Lex Luthor, of everything that Zack Snyder was aiming to do with Justice League. And now we have got reports that Zack Snyder is the most talked about director on the internet. It's the most. We have fans that are talking to him and people that are writing books. There is a Marvel fan, author, journalist, or whatever you call him. He's writing a book about the movement of what we've accomplished. This thing for the fans, for people like me, it's been a passion for the last 5 or so years of campaigning, and we've made so many great friends in this. We've joined together with so many different people that believed in the cause, and as I say, we donated money and whatnot, and I don't think in like 10 years time people will still be talking about the time of release the Snyder Cut and what it did. What were you doing? This is one of these moments in time things when we will look back and we'll think of fond memories of what fans can accomplish, what people, consumers can accomplish, because we have every right to demand films that we want to see and not just be showed films that we don't want to see. We are the people that buy the cinema tickets, right? If you want to get our bottoms on the seats, you've got to please the consumers. And now we have got people listening to us, to this fan base that is looking now for the next charity we can give money to, for the next wrong we can right. And for those people out there that sees that the Zack Snyder campaign was so successful that all the top media sites and whatnot are talking about it and talking about Zack Snyder that you guys, Marvel fans and whatnot, have all hated on. All I can say is you're jealous, and you don't need to be jealous. We're going to get a Justice League movie done right, and if you're a comic book fan, whether Marvel or DC, instead of hating us, join us, be a part of it, and then you can look back at this moment in time and think, you know something, I was wrong in the past, but it's a great thing to be involved with. So join the Snyder movement, David Ayer cut, whatnot, and rejoice. Rejoice in it. Who cares if Marvel films don't have it, or Star Wars films don't have it? I mean, Star Wars fans have been, and I've been a Star Wars fan before Disney took over, but there's never been a movement like this. Never. So stop being jealous. Join us. Work with us. Stop your hate. Thank you. I'll catch you next time.